Good evening, Mount Vernon. This is Mayor Sean Patterson Howard. And as of 7 p.m., we are declaring a state of emergency here in the city of Mount Vernon. The state of emergency is being declared based on the coronavirus epidemic that is sweeping across our country and the world. As the Chief Executive Officer for the city of Mount Vernon, New York, I am issuing this executive order based on the authority given to me under Section 24 of the New York State Executive Law to preserve the public safety and hereby render all required and available assistance vital to the security, well-being, and health of the citizens of Mount Vernon, New York. I hereby direct all departments and agencies of the city of Mount Vernon to take whatever steps are necessary to protect life, property, public infrastructure, and to provide other such emergency assistance as deemed necessary. So we know that Governor Cuomo and our county executive have issued states of emergency. The states of emergency in Mount Vernon include the things covered under their state of emergency: restaurants and food service industry and bars and fitness centers are closed as of 8 p.m. tonight. That's a state and county mandate, so those take effect at 8 p.m. They continue to remain open only for delivery as well as for takeout services. What we have added here in the city of Mount Vernon, due to our very dense population and our lack of comprehensive medical services, is that as of tomorrow evening at 8 p.m., we are directing that all beauty salons, nail salons, and barbershops will also be closed and no longer providing services. So as of 8 p.m. tomorrow, March 17th, all beauty salons, barbershops, nail salons, massage parlors, spas, and those personal care organizations, businesses, will no longer be open to the public. And this will be enforced by the city of Mount Vernon. And again, we have this authority under Section 24 of New York State Municipal Law. Additionally, we will continue to keep our public parks closed. Mount Vernon City Hall will be opened for limited services as we've been ordered to reduce our public workforce by 50%. And so I'm just going to give you some details. Again, City Hall will operate on a very limited basis, as most staff will be reassigned to other emergency operations, and some will be working from home. So our essential service departments such as police, fire, water, and public works will operate at full service. As of now, the following departments will be closed to those individuals reassigned. This includes the Youth Bureau, Recreation, the City Clerk's Office will have very limited service, the Office of Aging, Public Works, the office will be closed. DPW, community-based staff, will continue to do their work. The Water Supply Office will be closed, and you can pay your bills online. The Law Department will be closed for public business. They will continue to do work and address the city. The Planning Department will be closed for added business, but they will continue to operate and process paperwork. The Building Department will be open and remain open only for emergency complaints from residents and for enforcement issues. So we will not be accepting new permit requests, work orders, or anything of that nature from the Building Department. So the Building Department will only be responding to emergency issues in the community. It is strongly encouraged that all constituents here in the city of Mount Vernon remain in your homes between 9 p.m. and 8 a.m. We are really trying to practice social distancing and unnecessary congregating in the community, especially with restaurants being closed, bars and gyms being closed. It is not necessary for you to kind of just be out lingering in the community. This actually goes in conflict with what we're trying to accomplish, and that is eliminate and greatly reduce, well, never eliminate, but greatly reduce the risk of spread of coronavirus here in the city of Mount Vernon. If you have to visit City Hall based on the departments, the very limited departments that are open, the only entrance that will be available for access to the public is the Stevens Avenue entrance, which is handicap accessible. It will be manned by security, and all other entrances will be locked to the public. Again, we are asking for everyone to please stay in their homes. We are stopping short of issuing a curfew. We do have the authority to do so, but we are stopping short of issuing a curfew. But we are strongly urging you to please remain in your homes from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. One of the biggest concerns that we have is with us being such a densely populated community and lacking a full-service hospital, that we need to make sure that we are doing everything on the front end to prevent the spread of coronavirus. We know that our hospital is only providing limited services, that critical care and ambulances have been diverted for the past few weekends, and that medical services, inpatient medical services, are very limited and are being sent to Montefiore Moses as well as Montefiore New Rochelle. And so we are asking for the community to cooperate with us. If you have friends or family members that need shopping to be done, please check in on your friends, your family members, your neighbors, just to ensure that they're okay. As we said last night during our live, we want to make sure that we are supporting our neighbors, but that we are practicing social distancing at the same time. So once again, Mount Vernon has declared a state of emergency. And we will be providing additional restrictions on public and personal care businesses. Beauty parlors, nail salons, barbershops, spas, and massage parlors will be closed, will be ordered closed as of Tuesday, March 16th at 8 p.m. We understand that this might cause inconvenience, but these type of businesses, you cannot practice social distancing. These are very hands-on businesses and are high risk for the spread of coronavirus. We are taking additional precautions here in the city of Mount Vernon to ensure the safety of our residents and do what we feel is best for our municipality. Again, we are stopping short of issuing a curfew, but we are strongly urging and advising our residents here in the city of Mount Vernon to not go out unnecessarily between the hours of 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. And again, City Hall departments, many of our City Hall departments will be closed, including the Youth Bureau, the Office of the Aging, Department of Recreation. The Mayor's Office is only available for emergencies. And the Public Works Office will be closed to walk-ins. Our fire headquarters is going to be available from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. They are limiting their hours for which you can come and ask for permits, as fire and police and other essential services will be focusing on dealing with this through our Incident Command Center. Our Emergency Operations Center will be opening on Wednesday to help coordinate our efforts and our response to coronavirus here in Mount Vernon. And like we said, staff in many of our departments will be reassigned to serve on the critical incident response team here in Mount Vernon. Alternate side of the street parking is still in effect. Alternate side of the street parking is still in effect. We do understand that many people will be working from home, as also many of our city residents will be working from home. And so we are working with the school district to take these steps. Please listen carefully to this part of the announcement. Parking will be available at Graham Elementary, Traphagen Elementary, Holmes Elementary, Parker Elementary, Hamilton Elementary, Columbus Elementary School, and Benjamin Turner Middle School. Parking will be available but the school district is not responsible for anything that might happen to your car in their parking lots. We have to stipulate for this in order for these parking lots to be available. Parking lots at Graham, Trapphagen, Holmes, Parker, Hamilton, Columbus, and Benjamin Turner Middle School will be available for public use. We are also working to open up some of our city parking lots, and we will keep you updated. We ask that in city parking lots, you absolutely do not park in permitted spaces, that you only utilize spaces that have meters. We will continue all of our sanitation schedule as usual, and that is why we are not suspending alternate side of the street parking. We have to still make sure that we are cleaning our streets. We don't want one problem to cause another problem. We want to keep rodents, pretty much out of our residential areas. And we will be doing alternate side of the street parking. And there won't be any repercussions for people. Well, because it's not a curfew, there won't be repercussions for people who are traveling back and forth to work if you have to work between the hours of 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. We are really asking and urging our citizenry to cooperate with us here in the city of Mount Vernon. We have limited resources, and our resources have to really focus on the public safety and preventing the spread of this virus in our community. So that is where we are right now. Our workers, as we said, will be reassigned and or working from home, and so they will continue to be paid. Those who are working and being reassigned and working from home will continue to be paid. But at places like restaurants and beauty salons and barbershops, we do not have the ability to determine whether or not those individuals are paid. But what we are doing is we are encouraging you to speak with your employer as those businesses are shut down and put on great restrictions. And as we said last night on our Facebook Live with the school district, that people should check with the New York State Department of Labor to see if you are eligible for unemployment insurance. These are things that are happening now at some of these businesses that might be closed down. We know that there are certain people who are paid with cash. And if you're paid with cash, one of the unfortunate things that might happen is you don't have any unemployment credits where you can apply for unemployment. So if you're working at a cash business like a beauty salon or a barbershop, and you're not receiving a paycheck and W-2 and those things aren't being reported to the government, you're in a different situation, and you absolutely may have a challenge applying for unemployment insurance. Again, I just want to recap. Parks and playgrounds are closed here in the city of Mount Vernon. We are closing beauty salons, barbershops, nail salons, spas, and massage parlors as of tomorrow night at 8 p.m. As of 8 p.m., those businesses are closed. Restaurants and bars are closed as of tonight based on state and federal orders at 8 p.m. And you can still order takeout, and you can go to your restaurants and do pickup. Now, if you have a favorite restaurant that traditionally doesn't do delivery, we've received phone calls from Maggie's and some of our other restaurants explaining to us that since they have to close at 8 p.m. and they cannot have people in the restaurant, that they are willing to do delivery and pickups. So I would really suggest that you call some of your favorite food establishments and see if they've made arrangements for delivery.